close to a decent human being who I wouldn't personally shoot down with a Nerf gun, then chances are Sonic the Hedgehog was a big part of your childhood. I mean, say what you want, the modern Sonic games, they aren't really that bad in my opinion. I mean, the line delivery is a little bit cringe at some points, but, you know, other than that, they're not all that bad. They're still very fun experiences. And not to mention the fact that Sonic has made a huge comeback within the recent years. Sonic Mania was absolutely fantastic. Sonic Forces, in my opinion, is still pretty bad, but it is underrated either way, see if that makes any sense. The Sonic movie looks really good. I haven't watched it yet, but when I do, I will probably end up making a video on. And we even have a new Sonic Mania themed animated series on YouTube itself, which means our childhood is all coming back, boys. Along with all the absolutely glorious, super nostalgic Sonic stuff that's going on right now, NateWantToBattle, a very popular YouTuber who makes a lot of music, and I listen to pretty much all of his music, has just released an entire album dedicated to nothing but Sonic the Hedgehog covers. It's called Gotta Go Fast, and I figured since he's a YouTuber, it would kind of fit my territory that I cover as a commentary channel to do a review of his album for Sonic. And let me tell you, he picked some absolute bangers for this album. He's got His World, Endless Possibility, Reach for the Stars, the Sonic X theme song. Ah! So exactly how is the album? Well, if you read the title and you were listening up to this point, you would obviously know that we're gonna review it as it goes along, because that's how all reviews work. Seriously, why do I have to explain everything to you? Just go back to school. I know you dropped out, but you should go back to it just for the sake to where you can understand basic English. It's honestly so tiring taking care of you. Do you know how exhausting it gets? Gotta Go Fast is very obviously the main song that we're supposed to focus on this entire album, because that's what the album is named after, and it's the theme song for the show Sonic X. Sonic X is actually the only anime I've ever watched, so I'm pretty sure I can be considered not into that culture. And I gotta say, it's almost scary how close to the original it is. Like, it sounds almost exactly like the original, which is both a good and a bad thing. The thing is, with covers of songs, you can't just make it sound exactly like the original for the sake of it sounding like the original. Even if the voicing is similar, there should always be something different, like maybe you did a different mix for the instrumentals, maybe you used different equipment, maybe you just improve the quality, or you just kind of change the sound. You can honestly do a lot, but sadly there's just really no difference within the Sonic X cover, so there's not really much that I can talk about here. I mean, the song definitely does fit in quite well with the rest of the album. It's very fast, and it's just a friggin' party in general. But overall, I do think it's a good song. I just kind of wish there was a bit more of a difference. We can make it better. Together. Hey, listen up for this one. This bump from Sonic Forces is the greatest Sonic song to ever be conceived, especially when covered by Nathan Sharp, and it's the best song in the entire album. If you disagree with that statement, then you can stop watching. Please don't, it'll make me feel bad if I chased you away from my video. And all thanks to Nathan Sharp and Andrew Stin, this is now one of my favorite songs I've ever heard in my entire life. It's gotten to my personal music playlist, which is very rare for this album, because not a lot of them have gotten to my personal music playlist, despite the fact that I absolutely love the album. Oh, I love Fist Bump! I don't know what other way to say it. I absolutely love this cover of it. It's so good. Like, seriously, listen to this guitar solo. It's incredible. It's got this whole mix of regular rock instrumentals and electronic sounds, which just meshes really nice. Both Nathan Sharp and Andrew Stin have an absolutely beautiful voice, and it really shines through on this track. Like, listen to the few vocal examples I'm about to show you. It's absolutely amazing. Now, no offense to Crush 40, I think they are the people who made this song. They usually make a lot of the Sonic music. In the original, the singer sounds like he's out of breath and kind of struggling to breathe the whole time. Nathan and Andrew definitely fixed that. They sound very smooth, they sound very confident in the song. It gets the special award of Total Trash. That sounds bad, but it's absolutely not. Let me explain. It might not make any sense, but Total Trash is a joke that I have between me and a couple of friends. If we ever started a band or a podcast, it would be called the Total Trash Podcast, or just Total Trash if it's a band. Total Trash is my award to mark some of my favorite videos. So examples of videos that I've covered in the past that would earn the Total Trash Award are, any of the Markiplier videos I've made. So I know the term Total Trash doesn't really make a lot of sense, but it's my term now, so pop off. just gonna say it, Escape gets another total trash award from me. Like, Escape from the City should have been the title song. Like, Fist Bump was my favorite and all, but Escape from the City is also another favorite of mine, and just more people know it in general. It's a bit more of an iconic song. It's mainly because a lot more people played Sonic Adventure 2 than, you know, Sonic Forces. Plus, Sonic Adventure 2 is just a better game. Plus, the song was in Sonic Generations, which is probably one of the best Sonic games that have come out, even though it does miss a lot of opportunities, because it's only 2 hours. But anyways, if anybody else plans on making a Sonic cover album, go with Escape from the City as the title. That's my worded advice. Anyways, Escape from the City has always been one of my favorite songs, but it has never really been a song that I would put in a music playlist because I would not listen to it separate from a game. However, now I do listen to it separate from a game, and it's this version of it because, once again, it's very good. Ethan Sharp and Andrew Stan both have beautiful voices. They are talented at instrumentals. They are good at mixing, or whoever they have doing it if they're not doing it. Whoever worked with NateWantToBattle, or just NateWantToBattle himself, are so musically talented. They are so good at all of this, really. Honestly, the voices of Nathan Sharp and Andrew Stan together are kind of like the audio equivalent of seeing something beautiful. It sounds beautiful, if that makes any sense. And a lot like the same thing with Fist Bump, I do think that the instrumentals sound a lot cleaner, they sound a lot nicer, and they generally pop out more than they did. And of course, that could be a bad thing considering it could overpower the vocals, but the vocals are pretty much in perfect harmony with all the instrumentals. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm crapping my way through this entire video. I have literally no idea how music works. The best part of this whole song is that the music video makes them look like a cute couple. Oh boy, the Infinite theme. I've been really looking forward to this one. This is really the only song that I can say that I don't like in this album. I don't like the Infinite theme. So my problem with Infinite's theme is that it's literally just Edge, and that's it. Now, I am fully aware that I make a lot of jokes about me being super edgy and super emo or something like that. And a lot of the music that I do listen to does have a slight edge to it. I am a listener of My Chemical Romance, after all. But the thing about those songs is that they don't go too far, and it's usually what NF does. It's real music. I know comparing NF to rock songs and Nathan Sharp is a very bold statement, but it makes sense within this context. What I mean is they sing about real things, they sing about experiences, they sing about life, and all that kind of stuff. This song does not do that, which of course you wouldn't expect any of these songs to sing about life. Okay, so like, I really like the cover of I Am All of Me, we'll get to that later. But the thing is with that song, yeah, it's Edge, but it's kind of fitting of the character of Shadow, and it's not too overly like that. Like, it's just enough to where they balance it out, and it's the same thing that they do with the Shadow the Hedgehog character, because that's kind of the point. He's meant to be sort of a children's introduction to emo, I guess, I don't know. The problem with the Infinite theme is it takes that and it accelerates it to a whole new level that goes far too far into the Edge sort of stuff. You could probably look at the song and compare it to Arsash, I'm 14 and This Is Deep. Overall, I don't like the song, but I don't think it's a bad song. I just think I'm sort of neutral towards it. There's nothing that wrong with the song, except for the Edge problem. Sonic Unleashed is the most underrated Sonic game of all time, and quite possibly the most underrated game I've ever played personally. When I was typing out the script, it autocorrected to Sonic Impeached. So that would be extremely relevant to Western audiences. Please make that a game. I want Sonic Impeached. Endless Possibility is a good song. I like this cover for pretty much the same reason that I like the other covers. Like, the thing is about the song is that there's not much that stands out. Endless Possibility is just kind of there. There's not really a special touch to it. But I wouldn't be neutral towards it like I'm going to be towards the next few songs that we're going to cover. Anyways, let's just group all the songs that I feel neutral towards together here, because they all have the exact same reason that this one does. Going down the list, we have Reach for the Stars from Sonic Colors opening, Night of the Wind from Sonic and the Black Knight. I don't remember where it's from, but I do know that I have that game on the Wii. And of course, Live and Learn from Sonic Adventure 2. Those are all just pretty average for me in general. What goes up must come down. Anyways, moving on, this is going to be the most controversial opinion that I have in this video. Okay, I know some people are going to get very mad, but we're all going to be dead by the end of 2020 anyways, either by war or by virus. Sonic Heroes. The theme song for Sonic Heroes, I don't like it. Oh, by the way, on the Infinite theme and both on this song, I think that Nathan Sharp did an absolutely great job with what he had to work with, but what he had to work with wasn't that good. Remember that since these are covers, when I'm talking about the instruments and the vocals, that's when I'm reviewing the actual cover, and I'm reviewing the original song whenever I'm talking about the song itself, the lyrics and stuff. So like what I was talking about with the overly edgy bit with Infinite. So anyways, but yeah, the Sonic Heroes theme, it's just not that good. It's kind of uncreative, it's kind of rash. I don't really like it. Like, the title is literally Sonic Heroes theme. How creative can it possibly be? And the chorus is literally just the term Sonic Heroes said a couple times before saying find you, confine you, defying your reign or something like that. His world is absolutely incredible, and I love it to bits. Nate did an absolutely amazing job with the chorus. Just listen to these vocals. In this world. The music video itself is also just really well made. The only other two that have an actual music video are Fist Bump and Escape from the City, both of which are good music videos, but this is a great music video in my opinion. Look, Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 reboot was an absolutely terrible game, but the song that came out of it was actually pretty good, and not to mention, the new cover from NateWantToBattle is even better, and it's a great song in general. You cannot spell Shadow the Hedgehog without Owl the Edge. The Nathan Sharp cover of I Am All of Me is a bit of a guilty pleasure for me. The thing is, I don't think Nate's voice is quite high enough to really do the overly edgy punk that's supposed to be Shadow. I would like to once again reiterate the fact that I know absolutely nothing about music. I'm learning, I'm starting to get to know how it works, but I don't know how to play any instruments. I sort of know how to sing, and that's about all I know. I mean, I know how the basic thing works. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but yeah, once again, I would like to reiterate the fact that I know absolutely nothing about music. So when I said high pitch, I meant deep. Phew, I'm coming down with the corona. I do think that does kind of improve it by making it not as dark in tone, and it just kind of brightens it up a bit to fit a bit more with the rest of the album. Keep in mind, both the Infinite theme and this song are super oddball with the rest of the album because it's all like super fast. I think it's overall good. Speaking of overall good, I think that's my opinion on this album. NateWantToBattle's Sonic album, Gotta Go Fast, is overall good. I'd give it about an 8 out of 10 probably. That's a B for those of you who can't count, because I know that none of you can. I do think he has much better albums. This is something that I didn't mention, but go listen to his 2 original albums. I probably already mentioned them in the video, but they're called Paid in Exposure and Sandcastle Kingdoms. Both of those are mostly pretty good. I like the majority of the songs on those. And yeah, that's all I got to say. But yeah, I do think that NateWantToBattle definitely does improve all of these songs in a tremendous way. Anyways, before I get into the third mental breakdown of the day, I think I'm going to end the video here. If you enjoyed this video or my other content, definitely consider subscribing with notifications on and liking this video because it helps out the channel a lot and I would really appreciate it, and you'd get to see more content by me. If you have any suggestions for future topics that I should cover, you want to talk about the album and give your opinion on it, or just want to be informed more about the album, or you even just want to say something funny or talk about this video or my other videos, I'm all ears in the comment section down below. You're pretty much guaranteed to get a heart unless you tell me I stink or something like that. Links to anything I don't own, including music and clips in this video. And along with that, you can also find my second channel and my channel artist in the description below. The channel artist is an absolutely incredible artist. She's super talented, and I would definitely recommend going to check out her art on Instagram. With all that being said, thank you once again for the 3rd time for watching. I'm going to go play Sonic Generations for about the 17th time within a single week.